Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Hi guys, thank you all for being here today. Today is Wednesday. We got a lot to get into today. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Let me go ahead and get into the house rules. First of all, let me just say I am Pinkie, the housewife, and I do have other channels. I will be putting some of it, parts of it on the other channels, my other two channels. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting the channel and everything. Let me go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Pink House, guys. Get yourself a seat, get you something to eat, just something to drink, because we got a lot to dive into, okay? Also, let me just say, hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps YouTube to keep me in the algorithm. So I need everybody to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Y'all know. Y'all know. And then while you're hitting that like button, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And hitting that like button or that thumbs up, however you want to call it, whenever I drop a new video, you'll be notified. Or whether it's a live, go live, drop a video, and hype the video. Please hype the video. Hype this video, guys. All right. We're going to go ahead and let me just say thank you guys for being here and supporting. We're going to go ahead and get into it on the Nolan Wells death, his unaliving. That's what it is to me. This young man, this young teenager did not, in my opinion, did not drown. Do I believe somebody had a hand in it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, but anyway, that's just my opinion only. Also, the cell phone. The cell phone. Oh, there's a lot of stuff been going on about the cell phone. A lot of questions about the cell phone. They just mad because they don't have their hands on it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They just mad because they don't expect Black people to keep the cell phone. His mother, no, y'all ain't getting that cell phone. That's in my opinion. I said that. But anyway, and also, did you make the cut? There's a list going out, a list of content creators that's being sued. In my opinion, it's nothing but a scare tactic. Did y'all hear me say it? Scare tactic. They're trying to keep you silenced. They're trying to silence your voice. They're trying to keep you from talking. They're trying to say, shut the fuck up. That's what they're trying to do. When a person trying to do a scare tactic, it's no more than a strategy to get someone to comply or surrender by making them afraid. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you afraid. They're trying to make you afraid. They've been trying to make you afraid. Did y'all saw that press, that little interview? I won't call it a press. That interview that they did with the attorney, in my opinion. Did you hear the way he was talking? He was talking like he's part of the mob. He was talking like he's a gangster or something. Like he's around very, very bad people. The way he was speaking and looking, like People that the type of people that he hang around is nothing but bad monsters and jokers and criminals and everything. Well, you have to have an attorney, but he act like his social circle. His real life is hanging around bad people. I don't know, but it's just in my opinion. You know, it's just my opinion. You know, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you about that. When I say I don't know what to tell you about it, I really don't know what to tell you about it. Maybe some people do, but I was dumbfounded. But I saw a lot of clues in that. Here it is. This is the so-called friends. This is some of them, like Warren. This is his second interview. So, yeah, the so-called friends. Somebody need to make a song. If you're a rapper or a singer or artist or something, y'all need to make a song called So-Called Friends. The so-called friends. The so-called friends. That's what you need to do. Make a thing about the so-called friends. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Let me see. I'm going to show a short video. But before I do that, if you're in the bushes or anything, go ahead and hit that like button because we got a lot to do. We got a lot to see. And I don't have time for the foolery. I really don't have time. I'm going to keep my cool today. It's not always that I keep my cool, you know, but I'm going to keep it today. I'm going to be very, very nice. I'm not going to say ugly things. I'm not going to cuss nobody out and talk about somebody like they're crazy. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to be very nice because I want to get through this. I'm not going to do that today, guys. Okay? So I'm going to be very good. But if you're in the bushes or anything, make sure you step out and hit that like button. Step out and hit that like button, whether it's with your hands or with your toes, your feet. I don't care. Just hit the like button. Find some way to hit that like button, guys. If you're hanging out in the trees, do like I did when I was young. I fell out the tree and fell on the neck bone and cut my back. But y'all ain't going to fall out the tree. It was a fig tree. It was a fig tree. I was up in there trying to get some figs by my neighbor. But anyway, y'all ain't going to do that. You're going to just jump down out of the tree. Just go ahead and hit that like button. Okay? Just hit that like button. Blessings to Nolan Wells and his father, to their whole family. Blessings. Okay? Tezlyn, but thank you. You're always here. You're always here on time. You're always here. I tell you. Hello, Miss Pinkie, looking and sounding lovely today. Thank you. You're always here supporting. What is this? Oletta Simpson. Thank you, Miss Pinkie, loving the look today. Girl, I just threw on something, but thank you anyway. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I just threw on something. Y'all see, I haven't done nothing to my hair or anything. I'm just quietly trying to get in here so I can get this done because you cannot go to sleep. You cannot go to sleep and expect to get up and there's nothing going on about this young man's unaliving. You cannot go to sleep because every day the clowns will come out. The clowns will show themselves, and that's what they've been doing. But the clowns will show themselves. The clowns will show themselves. That's all I got to say. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on to because we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. And we're talking, and we're going to, I'm going to keep bringing this up. Scare tactics. They just trying to make people comply or surrender by making them afraid of them or afraid to speak, afraid to talk, afraid to give their opinion, afraid to even have an opinion. That's what they think we back in slavery. Ain't no slavery going on right now. Maybe something, I won't say right now again, I take that back. But in this situation, okay? We ain't afraid like that. So Y'all better get straight. Get yourself straight now. Okay, let's go ahead and get the first video out. We just 10 minutes into it, and we getting ready to get this first video up and out because people got a lot to say. A lot of people got a lot to say, and they ain't afraid of they're not afraid of talking. Okay, y'all know I just love myself. I just love him to death, Elliot. Yes, I do. Elliot, ever since he came on the scene for this, I just love him. Okay. He is a professional. He is a true professional. And shit, I better be good because Elliot may be analyzing me because he be saying, damn, she needs to shut, she curses too much. So I'm not going to curse no more. I'm not going to say anything bad during this live, guys. Okay. Here we go. Y'all ready? Let me roll it back some. He's going to talk about that list.
Have you seen this list?
Mm-hmm.
We need to.
Oh, let me show you that list that he's talking about. This is the list that he's talking about. If you've seen this list, did you make the cut? Now, what he's talking about, content creators. They're trying to scare you. They're trying to be. Don't you? Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. But that's okay. That's okay. We are all okay. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Let me go back. Okay, because I got something I want to do. Oh, just say something on that autopsy report. Let me just bring Elliot down. Y'all know the autopsy in the toxicology report supposed to be finished, right? Completed, right? We heard about the autopsy, okay? I ain't talking about the second one that the family had to get. I'm talking about the first one in Mississippi. Yo, I'm not talking about the one the family had to get. I'm talking about the one that was done in Mississippi. That's the one I'm talking about. That one. We heard, y'all remember when I told you it was completed, right? But the toxicology report, in my understanding, is completed too. And then people already got information before the family. I saw this. I said this. Was it last night? No, it was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I said this. Why this person got information from the toxicology report and the autopsy, but especially the toxicology report, and the family don't even have it. But then you got to. Other people got it. That not Nolan Wells' mother or father, not his family, not his attorney. Hit it. And they part of this shit. But they got it. They got information on it. And they ain't even part of the circle, the inner circle. Yes, you got to know who you know. I said it to myself. And then yesterday I was watching a content creator. Right? Yesterday I was watching a content creator do his live. He brought up the same. I said, God. I said I wasn't going to curse. I said, doggone it. I said the exact same words, exact same thing. Do you have it, but the mother don't have it. The family don't have it. I said, what the hell is going on? But I just said it to myself. Then I let it go. And I went on to doing other things with it. But then I was watching last night and saw that. I said, damn. I said I wasn't going to curse no more. I said, damn. I said the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. Okay. Let me get back to Elliot. Okay. Here we go. But he's talking about this list. Y'all gonna hear people in an uproar over this damn list. Yes, it is. Because they know what they're trying to do. Mississippi people, y'all know what you're trying to do. Y'all know what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep them. What y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to silence people. You're trying to do a scare tactic. You're trying to get them to surrender or comply, or make them afraid. That's the shit they did that's how they kept slaves under control back then. But shit, you fooling with the wrong people right now. You fooling with the wrong people right now. Okay, but I'm going to let Elliot do his thing, okay? Because like I said, go over it and support Elliot. I think was it yesterday? He did, I want to say yesterday, or it could have been, it was yesterday in my book. But anyway, he did his third live. Congratulations, Elliot. I love myself from Elliot. I don't know how I get to love myself from Elliot. Yes, I do. He's great at what he do. He's great. Y'all go over and support him. Go over and support him. Hit his like button, hit subscribe. You're going to learn a lot. You need to know something, you go over to Elliot. Darn Lemon too. But anyway, here we go. I'm already subscribed to him because I got 3 channels. So I'm subscribed to him on another channel. But shit, why not on this one here too? When I subscribe, sometimes I have to look whether I'm subscribed because I got 3 different channels. I may subscribe to you on one channel and may not have done it on another channel or this or that. But nevertheless, I'll do it on this one too. This one is on the Pink of the Housewife. I'm subscribed to him, I think, on the Pink Global, or maybe my other channel, Tops, which is the original Pinkie, on one of them. But anyway, Lady Leo, thank you for being here. Lady Leo, you haven't missed a thing. I'm just getting started with my first, because we're only 18 minutes in. I'm getting ready to show Elliot Corning right now. Okay? So you're just in time. You haven't missed a thing because I know you're gonna let loose. But Lady Leo, I said I'm not gonna curse. And I think you're gonna have to hold me to it. And we both gonna be good in this live today. Okay? Good evening, Pinkie, Miss Pinkie. Happy to hump day. You right about that. This week, this year is going by so fast. I think it's the Mandela effect. I really do. But anyway, hope your day is going great. It is. Tell Phoenix I said hello. I sure will. I sure will. I'm gonna have to get Phoenix on my next live. I'm gonna have Phoenix on my live tomorrow. I just make sure Phoenix on the live tomorrow. Okay. I'll make sure Phoenix is here tomorrow on this live, on my next live. Okay. Thank you for thinking of Phoenix. I'm gonna have to tell baby girl, make sure she let Phoenix know. Y'all make me, that's my baby. Y'all don't talk, Phoenix is my baby. My baby. Y'all know he's just 2 years old. And somebody was we was comparing this gentleman at Sam's Club last week. He was showing me his grandson that's 6 years old. Phoenix is almost as big as that child. Phoenix, I think Phoenix is about 4, 5. Phoenix is only 2. He's just, I don't know what's wrong with Phoenix. I think they putting stuff in people's food nowadays. I think something is in the food supply because kids are just big these days. Phoenix got the biggest feet I ever seen on a 2-year-old, even when he was born. He got the biggest hands. I don't know. Fantastic. And I'm going to do my best not to cut up, but these people, that's all I got. Okay, Lady Lil, just do what you do. Just do what you do. I know it's going to be hard because they bring it out of us. They really do. And I try my best, but they're going to bring it out of us. So I'm going to let you just go ahead and let loose. Okay, just go ahead and let loose. We got to hear what Elliot got to say.
You talk about it. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Elliot Connie. I'm a licensed psychotherapist with almost 20 years of experience. And I just found out that I was added to the list of content creators that have been handed over to the attorneys from the boys that were with Nolan Wells on the day he went missing. I want to explain to you exactly what this list is and why it's so important that we pay attention to it. I am not worried about any kind of a lawsuit because I did not defame anybody. I have never accused anybody of anything nefarious on my page, not even once. But what this is an attempt to keep Black voices quiet, to intimidate and cause fear. Ever since slave days, when they would lynch Black people publicly, when slaves would run away and they would punish Black people publicly, it was all about keeping Black people in line. And that is exactly what this list is and why it's being shared online. They want Black voices, such as mine, to be quiet, when all we are saying is justice for Nolan Wells. That's it. All we are saying is they need to do an investigation. All we are saying is something doesn't seem right here. And they don't want us to say that. So thus, they're trying to threaten lawsuits and threaten legal action and sharing this across platforms. I can tell you, I don't care. And neither do anybody else on that list. We don't care. We know the truth. And the truth is, without public pressure, there would have been no investigation at all, or at least something minimum. They need to experience the public pressure of people like myself advocating for justice so that this family will get the justice they so rightly deserve. So go ahead, threaten all the things you want to threaten. Don't care. I have lawyers too, and we will happily countersue if we're put in that situation because we've done nothing wrong, except in your eyes, advocate for a Black family to receive justice in Mississippi.
Oh, thank you, Elliot. And also, Elliot got a book here. Change your question, change your future. Y'all need to go over to his YouTube page and see. Okay, he got a book for you as well. And let me just show you what he's talking about. Let me pull him down right quick. That page. Let me bring it up. First, y'all see this here, right? This is that. Did you make the cut? But if you, let me see, can I bring a bigger page of it in so you all can see it? He brought it up and showed you his name is on it. Let me just do this. Here it is. I don't like showing any other people's name, but he brought his name up. So his name is on that list, number 69. Y'all see it? 69, Elliot Corning. Okay, guys, you can go to his page. I'll go back over to his social media account, which is Elliot Corning Speaks, and you can go ahead and follow him, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Y'all see that? It's some shit. This is some shit. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna curse. Y'all have to keep me okay. Amen. Oh Lord, I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, let me just say something about the phone. In the phone situation, the reason why I got this phone up here on this thumbnail is because on this phone situation here, they want the family to bring in the phone. They think we are so damn stupid. We're going to give them Nolan's cell phone. They think the family is going to give them the cell phone. No, hell to the no. So they may not get it back then. Oh no. Thank you, shopping. Thank you, family. Y'all hold on to that phone. They ain't getting that damn phone. I'm talking about the people in Mississippi, authorities in Mississippi. They ain't getting that damn phone. And I'll let y'all hear. They're gonna share, and they're willing to work with them in the investigation. But do they trust their ass? Hell no, because I don't even trust their ass. Okay, so no. Oh, I said, oh Lord, just hold me accountable for saying these bad words because I'm trying not to. I really am. I'm trying not to. But anyway, I'm trying to be Pinky that can go through a live without saying a bad word. And I have done it before. I don't know how long that live was, but I've done it before. Okay. Oh, this is Don Lemon's page. I didn't mean to bring his page up. I was trying to bring up another page. But we do need to see something that's on Don Lemon's page. Well, I'll just go ahead and bring his back up first then. How about that? But we did need to see something that was on Don Lemon's page. But let me just go ahead and bring this up first. Let me try to find it. Here it is. Here it is, right here. Okay. Since I had it up, I'm gonna bring it back up. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up. Don Lemon also. Let me see. Was he on that list? Let me see. Yeah, number 63. 63 is done. 69 is Elliot. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to what they got to say. Okay. And I did comment on what Don said, but it was on my other account, YouTube channel. It was on my other channel. Okay. So I did make a comment and I did hit the like button, but I'm going to hit it on this one too. So when y'all see me not commenting or not subscribed, probably because I'm subscribed to them on them or that person on one of my other channels. Okay. So that's why you may see that like that. But here it is. We're getting ready to listen to this. Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen and go ahead and make your comment now. Oh, let me read this one. They brought the biggest, stupid, dumbest bunch of white people you ever want to meet. Okay, now, what if all these folks turn around and put a lawsuit against them? They're going to done for threats and harassments. Yep, you're right. You're right, lady, Leo. Is Nancy Grace on that list? I don't know. We're going to have to look and find out. You know what? We're going to have to look and find out who else is on that list. I wonder, is Cuomo on that list? We're gonna find out. We're gonna get that whole big list. The one, even the names before the 63 and 62 and 61. So when we get this list, we need to look at the names. I want to look at the whole list, but okay, this starts at 62. Okay, we got to get the whole list. Okay, all right, we're gonna get the whole list. Okay, but let's go ahead and hear what they're saying here.
I want them to keep talking, Reese, because again, they trying to sue all of y'all. I haven't been making posts about this, but now I'm getting a little bit more vocal. But the same way they're coming against y'all, let them keep talking. Because see, I read Civil Procedure too, the book right here. We also can make some defamation as well. So let them keep talking so we can build the claim. Yeah, I read criminal law too. We read books too. Tags and all. We read it too. You're not the only one that actually knows how the law works. So no, guys, keep on talking. Y'all not doing enough interviews. I say do it more. Continue to attack, because when they come for you, Don Lemon, as they're doing, because see this, getting them to pleading to get them to do the right thing, and oh man, I can't believe y'all doing. Let's take off the mask and show how ugly it really is. We can't get to the issue if we continue to just turn our head and say, guys, don't do that. No, let's show how they truly don't give a damn about attacking a grieving mom. And then so when you come for her to sue her, because they are, we now can counter sue on the claims that you've made about her character, that you've made about her grieving, about how you damn near trying to kill this woman and put in a mental institute. So let them keep talking. Let's stop giving them PR advice. Because the same way we're not giving PR advice for everybody else, and Christine got to take this, and y'all got to take this, and they sitting up here literally saying they're going to sue you. Let's stop worrying about what their attorney is literally telling them to do. They're following counsel. And I'm not going to sit up here and say, these are boys that don't know what they're doing. One of those young men, boys, is a judge. They're very clear about what they're doing. Let's stop playing like they don't know. And guess what? The law says ignorance is what? Never an excuse for the law. So if you want to continue to keep talking and be ignorant and keep making these statements, then let's get to it and keep the podcast going.
Period.
Well, Reese, thank you. I know Reese has to go. Thank you, Reese. We'll see you soon. Clay, go ahead and jump in.
Well, listen, this is a pattern that when we see some of these tragedies, the Black mothers get attacked. It happened to Sabrina Fulton, Trayvon Martin's mother. It happened to Samir Rice, Tamir Rice's mother. We see this on and on. That so you also make the victim find a way to criminalize him. Then you got to criminalize the family. So this is it goes right down into our history. It's not surprising to me at all.
I want them to keep talking, Reese, because again, they trying to sue all of y'all. You know, I haven't.
Oh Lord! See, didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you? Somebody have done something. Somebody have done something. Nolan didn't drown, in my opinion. Just allegedly, in my opinion. Nolan didn't drown. Because if he had drowned, so-called friends wouldn't be acting like they acting. Them so-called friends will not be acting the way they're acting right now. Something is up with this. And there's some people don't act like that. Now, when we watched that video yesterday, that interview yesterday that they put out yesterday, when we watched it, it was so the tip. I wish I had my hat in here. The tipping of the hat. You notice the that attorney, the one that acts like he's used to thugs and gangsters and everything. But anyway, he kept tipping his hat. And if you notice what his hat said across the front, was it called cop? Notice his hat, and he kept tipping it. And the boys would look down at it, and he'll tip his hat, do this to him. And then how they would be looking at each other. And one particular one just didn't want to be, he was looking like, what the fuck y'all got me here for? He looked kind of out of place. The one in the gray, I guess it's the gray short, I guess his name is Jax. He's sitting next to Warren in the gray blue shirt or whatever with the circle picture on it and the white shorts. The only one that don't have on a hat, put it like that. I put it like that. The one that don't have on a hat, he looked like he was out of place. And I don't know. And I'm just a housewife. Y'all know I'm not a doctor, a lawyer, a psychotherapist, whatever. I'm not none of that. Okay? I'm just going on what I see. He looked like, what? Y'all got me here? And I feel kind of strange. He kept looking. He's the one that kept looking down. Warren, I don't put shit past Warren. Warren is, he's just like a demon to me. Okay? Lady Leo, let me see what you said, Lady Leo. She said, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Oh! One thing for certain, two things for sure. All the ass is going down. Grandpa included. That lawyer can't help the pedo and the chief. So, you know, he's not going to be able to help him. Ooh. Oh, I got nothing. Oh, Lord. I tell you. Y'all crack me up sometime. Y'all be cracking me up. I'm just cracked up on that. Okay, that was Don Lemon. Okay, I told y'all I got some stuff for y'all to see today. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Come on in and hit that like button. And let's not play today, because I know there's something in my life that y'all like or you needed to see or hear or something. So if any of those things are true, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay? Just go ahead and hit that like button, because y'all know that's how any content creator get their channel to be further than what it is. You can't stay at the same place if the people that come and watch your live don't hit the like button, like and subscribe, or at least hit the like button so the algorithm can do its thing. The algorithm can't do its thing if y'all just sitting on it. Okay? But anyway, let's get on. What I really want to do is let me see. I got some notes here. Let me just see. I'm gonna look at my notes here. There's a proceedings that's supposed to be going on August 19th. Okay. There's some proceedings, arguments directly related to the Sixth Amendment arguments. Yeah, some proceedings supposed to be going on. I think it's August 19th. But I'll check on that and see. But let's go ahead and get on with everything. I just thought that was just too much. But other people got things to say. Other people ain't feeling this either. People are speaking out. You ain't getting these Black content creators to shut their damn mouth. No, y'all ain't. So now, okay, let me start it from the beginning. Y'all can see I'll be watching stuff. Okay, here it is. This is the lounge, 8385. Okay. What's the lounge on there? Let me see. I'll just pull it up and see. On the one I got. I don't see the lounge on this one here, but maybe they probably on here because I'm just got 62 to 78. Okay, so here we go. So now I debate number one on the to sue list from the Children of the Corn and they peoples, and Kimberly made number let me see, 73. Kimberly is 73. Oh, the lounge is right at the top. Where's 73? 73, Kimberly. Ooh, yeah, 73 is Kimberly, and the lounge is up at the top. Okay, okay, here we go. So now I debate number one on the to sue list from the Children of the Corn and they peoples, and Kimberly made number let me see, 73. Kimberly is 73. I mean, they're trying to sue me, the lounge, and my Jerry curls because they said they want to sell my Jerry curls and get some of the money to put with the other GoFundMe money so they can use that money for their lawyers fee. Y'all, these Jerry curls, they worth a lot of money now. They worth a lot of money. These you can't get nowhere else. You just can't. You can't. The Jerry curl, y'all see that? Y'all can't get these Jerry curls, so they worth a lot of money now. They worth a lot of money. Wait, so I need to go get me some Jerry curls. I need to take these locks, these here things here. You just cut them off and start they get me some money. You can make money with your own hair. I like the lounge. I like, girl, what you saying? They trying to take your Jerry curls. You can't, the Jerry curl, y'all see that? Y'all can't get these Jerry curls, so they worth a lot of money now. They worth a lot of money. So the Children of the Corn, I mean, don't threaten me with a good time, okay? Because I pull out Sharpton on you. Bring it on. Bring the receipts, y'all. Let's continue to see what the Waka Flocka Flame they got up their sleeve next, y'all. Let's leave. So now I debate not the Waka Flocka Flames, not the Jerry curls. Let me see who else they trying to act a fool and let me see. Oh my God, they got somebody. Don't cry. I didn't think he crying for himself. Oh, don't cry. What's this, Mr. Jam Comedy?
Breaking news, Margas and Kesselman. They just came out with a list of people, content creators, entertainers, comedians, journalists, all the people that's getting sued. Everyone that's getting sued for trying to get justice for Nolan Xavier Wells. And I'm so heartbroken because out of all these people, they didn't have my name on the list.
They got his name on the list. What's his name? What's it? Let me see. I don't see it right here. So it got to be up high. It got to be one of those up high. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry.
Didn't have my name on the list. And all I can say to myself is, damn it, Bart.
Damn it, Bart.
Damn, Bart, why couldn't you have sued me too? Don't you think I want to go on TMZ? Don't you think I'm trying to go viral? Don't you think that I want to go funny? Like Nolan's fake friends? This is just crazy.
Let me see the fake friends. Oh! Fake friends. The fake friends. Fake friends. Okay. See, a lot of people on that list. And y'all can't silence everybody. Y'all can't silence everybody. They ain't worrying about your ass. Okay? I said I wasn't gonna curse, though. I said I wasn't gonna curse. I'm not gonna curse no more. Is this Trent out loud? Trent out loud? Loud. Nolan Wells fans are suing Trent out loud? I watch Trent out loud. I love Trent out loud. Oh my God.
Social media accounts, her own Instagram. She has a right to report or talk about it how she wants. I find the word yapping. Again, TMZ placating to the other side and pushing a narrative. I'm not taking sides here. I'm not standing up for Kimberly. I'm just saying that I do not like the way that TMZ has been covering the story. I've been very open about that. Bart's lawyer, Russell Latino, fired off a cease and desist letter to social media personality Kimbra Lee Wednesday, claiming she's been pushing false and defamatory statements about Bart on her social media channels. In a 5-page legal thread obtained by TMZ, Latino claims Lee is falsely claiming Bart helped cause Nolan's passing and participated in the cover-up. Latino also claims Lee published Bart's address, photos of his home, property records, and information about his family's workplace, allegedly exposing Bart and his family to danger. Bart's lawyer demands Lee make her Bart-related posts private while preserving them as potential evidence, stop publishing his personal information, and issue a public apology, acknowledging she had no factual basis to implicate him in Nolan's passing. The clock is ticking. Latino gives Lee 5 business days to comply, though he says Bart may sue regardless. Latino says law enforcement has not identified Bart as a suspect or a person of interest, despite Lee's alleged claims. Bart's lawyer says, I love when little dogs think they are big dogs. I anticipate at least 2 more such notices going out by the end of the week. I just bought a new case of toner for my printer. Now, before we go to Kimber Lee's response, which is hilarious, I just want to highlight something about Russell Latino that I found out. Russell Latino has been actively on his social media channels talking about the case, saying, hey, I'm a lawyer. I'll do this for free, pro bono. I'll help you guys. And a lot of people online are pointing out the fact that he himself is doing this for clout. He himself is doing this to get on Instagram, to get on TMZ, and to get in the media, which is indirectly building up his stature. So I find it ironic that he's blaming Kimberly for, using this to, put out false claims to get herself popular. She's admitting, I'm going to show you in a second, she's admitting she's doing this to get herself popular, but he is really doing the same thing. thing. You can argue that she's doing something illegal and he's doing something legal, but just want to point that out. Now, I'm going to play a very quick clip of Russell Latino on Chris Cuomo, and you're going to see him taking interviews, putting his name in the spotlight, and then we'll go over to Kimber Lee's hilarious response.
So yeah, people are just fabricating things wildly. You know, we can't stop the entire internet, but I think we believe that we can do enough to convince people that there are some potentially real consequences if you lie and it puts people in danger.
All right, now here is Kimber Lee's response. OF model to Nolan Wells' friend, go ahead, sue me, I'm poor. The OF model, who is on the receiving end of a cease and desist letter from Nolan Wells' friends, has a message for him. Bring it on. Kimber Lee just responded to Bart Edmondson Jr.'s legal threats and pretty much laughed in his face. The way Kimber sees it is a potential lawsuit from Nolan's friend is only going to boost her profile, and he's not going to squeeze any money out of her. Kimber claims to have lawyers lined up to take on her case pro bono if Bart decides to sue. She's not pressed about losing either, saying she's got nothing to lose. As you know, Bart lawyered up after a photo went viral of him and a woman the internet is trying to link to Nolan's passing. Kimber welcomes the legal battle, says it will cost Bart a fortune and won't cost her a penny. Well, that's not true because we do know now that Russell Latino is doing this for free. So y'all both have free lawyers to try to get in the headlines. Meanwhile, Christine and Elmore are still grieving and have no answers, and we know where Nolan's throat is. Like I said, this is just all like distractions, but we're going to cover social media accounts for our own Instagram.
That is true. Make sure y'all go over to Trent Out Loud. I love his content. I love his videos, his live. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and everything. And then also go over to Kimber Lee. Yeah. Y'all go over to both of them. Hit that, smash that like button on both accounts. Smash that like button and everything. Okay? Oh my God. And if y'all was in my live just when I first started, I brought up somebody that got a copy of everything, got a copy allegedly of certain of the know what's, well, put it like this, may not have a copy, but know what's in that report. Know what's in that report. And I ain't gonna say in that toxicology report and autopsy, and I ain't gonna say nothing else from this. If you was in my live when I first started, you already heard it. Just put two and two together. Okay? Okay? That's what y'all can do. Here we go.
The fact that I'm seeing everybody.
Wait, let me start it from the beginning. Okay. Nolan Wells list of content creators being sued.
I like the fact that I'm seeing everybody who made that list of getting sued for talking about the Nolan Wells case and everything. Everybody is hyped that they made the list and they more mad at the place that they all are on the list. Fuck that y'all got us on the list, that y'all trying to do this. We doing our job. We happy that we there. But baby, why you got me at this number? I should have been higher. Everybody mad that they low. Yo, I love y'all. I love y'all. For real. Y'all funny. I like
yeah, some people upset because they down at the bottom of the list, that they should have been at the top of the list. But that's okay. At least you made the list, because some people are upset that they didn't make the list because they want a good chance to go all over the big time outlets too. Why didn't they make that top list? Okay, it's okay. Y'all get there. Y'all gonna get there. Don't worry about it. Y'all getting there. Okay.
Somebody just came in my comments and said that their uncle's house that's on the Lover's Lane area has a camera on his dog. I'm just saying, look.
Oh, she ain't gonna, she need me to read it for. Girl, let me pull this thing over here on this side. So if you pause at 220, the pier with the red roof on the boat lift belongs to my family. The boathouse that's tucked away just above the lift definitely has cameras. You can see it better at 227. It's my uncle's house. Ooh. Y'all There's a content creator that went out to Mississippi and started pointing out all the cameras all over the place. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Thank God. Bravo's girl. Thank you. Everybody thanking you for that. Okay.
Maybe, just maybe, the Jackson County Police will find this girl. I'm going to send this to Crump and his team, you know. Maybe they'll go check this camera out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the other ones that I found over the last few days. Anyway, I'm still waiting on somebody to offer me a ride to Horn Island. I got $400 for you. Okay, let me know. I need to see your voting credentials first, though, and I'm going to need a copy of your license so I know where to send people for if I don't come home. Okay, bye. Somebody just came.
Okay. Guys, one thing that people are doing, well, people are talking about going out to Horn Island. So, yes, they are. Content creators are talking about going out there. A lot of different people. Some are and some not. Now, I think everybody should just get on the bus. I don't mean the Greyhound. I ain't talking about that bus. I'm talking about our own big, nice bus or Sprinter, or take a couple Sprinters out there, or just do a big, we don't, you know how they did 3 and 4 boats, 4 boats and stuff. We just line up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 buses and going that way. Everybody just get out. Come on, let's plan a date and we all just go out there to Horn Island. And you can get a person to shuttle you across to Horn Island, but you got to watch who you get. We ain't playing that. We don't know who you are, that you ain't walking around in your house with a white hood over your head and your white robe. We ain't playing that. Because we need to. You're gonna be vetted. We just gonna have your ass vetted, okay? Because we ain't gonna playing that. But you know, I don't have to ride on a bus because I'll just be down there, okay? I just text my sister and told, what's it today? Let me see. See that text. Yes, I did. I said, good morning, sister. Just woke up. That was around 11:05 a.m. this 11:05 today. She was talking about coming. I just told her that I'm thinking about, where is it? Thinking about going down to going to Mississippi to the case for the Nolan Wells case. But I'm not talking about going there for the case. I'm talking about going down there because I got family anyway. But going down there so I can go to Horn Island. That's what I'm talking about for. That's what I'm talking about for. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all go ahead and do that.
And you can call me a burger, baby. You can call me a fry. But you ain't gonna call me a liar. Something ain't right with this case. The fact that they are trying to sue somebody over their free will. Let you know that them people guilty. And you can call me a burger, baby.
You can call him a burger, baby. You can call him everything you want. But he's standing on what he's standing on. Okay? People ain't playing this shit. People ain't playing this shit with these folks. Okay? People ain't playing.
Going to start giving out information. Which person is going to start giving? I just heard that Bart just gave the police 20 witnesses. 20 witnesses that nobody gave before. He didn't even give this before. And now you're giving this. And now he's going to start suing creators that are on social media accusing him because he's saying he has nothing to do with it. He did not unalive Nolan Wells. Who is going to be the first one to confess? This is getting very tensed up. They are feeling it. They are stressing. They are getting scared. Are they tapping into their phones? I'm wondering if the FBI has been involved, but they haven't said anything. I hope they are tapping on everybody's phones because we want to hear what these conversations have been about. Comment down below. Let me know who do you think is going to be the first one to come forward. I'm going to start.
Who do you all think is going to be the first one to come forward? I would love to know. Who do you all think is going to be the first one to come forward? And this, with all these shenanigans going on, somebody needs to just come on out because this ain't making no sense. Okay, this show ain't making no sense. Let's go. Let me go to. We're gonna have to pull up and see what Jay Morgan is talking about today. Okay, let me make sure I want to pull this up because this is something Don was talking about today, and I want to pull it up because Don was talking about it today, and I'm trying to keep y'all. This is Don Lemon, y'all. This is today. Okay, Nolan Wells phone update. Remember, I did have the phone on there. Okay. Here it is. Let me enlarge this for y'all. Can y'all see that better? Okay. Y'all go over. We all love our some Don Lemon. Okay. If you don't, that means you don't know who he is. Y'all know who he is. You must be the ones just hating. That's all. We all know Nolan did not drown because the autopsy would have given that information, and they were. I'm going to bring that live up. What? So y'all know. Given that information, then they would want to share that in a heartbeat. You know it, Lady Leo. One thing for certain and two things for. Oh, okay. I read that. Okay, we're gonna listen to this, but I'm gonna bring that video up about that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna right here so you can hear what Don's saying.
Text messages or anything that was wiped.
Wait, here it is.
Here's the deal. Hit the like and the thumbs up. It affects the algorithm. More people become aware of our conversation on our channel and the journalism that we're doing here in independent media. So first, I want to tell you the breaking news as it relates to, as I said, this exclusive that we had. I'm going to talk about that. And then there's some breaking news coming up from, there's a letter that has been sent to the head of the FBI and to the Attorney General in regards to this case. Okay, so like and thumbs up. Let me know where you're streaming from and you're watching us from. Charlotte, hello to you. Hello, Tennessee. Thank you all for joining. Okay, so I want to play this audio, and then we have an exclusive response from the law firm or the team that is representing the Nolan Wells case. This was on Dan Abrams' show. Dan Abrams on Sirius XM. You've been on this show. He's been on the show. He's a friend of the show. So I want you to listen to this, and then the response from the legal team representing the Wells-Wansley family. Here it is.
Was Nolan Wells, were there messages missing out of his phone? And the second thing is, photos have come out. Yeah, they're saying that there were messages missing off of his phone. His phone was wiped. And another thing, there's pictures of, like with the modern day with people with cell phones and social media, there's pictures with adults on that boat. There, and one of the adults they're even saying is like an affluent crowd, businessman. They were saying it's just kids, but they're adults there.
Right, but here's the thing that they're saying. Yeah. I don't know who the they is, but go ahead. Tyler, you want to take this one? Or
yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I saw a headline a few weeks back that said Ben Crump and the family is going to allow the Jackson County Sheriff's Office access to Nolan's phone. You know what I never heard? I never heard him follow through with that. I have reason to believe, and I do believe, that they have not cooperated with law enforcement. I do not think that they have turned in Nolan's phone. And I'm willing.
Why should they turn in Nolan's phone? Have any of those kids, not kids, have any of them turned in their phones? Have they turned in their phones? Have Wyatt turned in his phone? Have any of the other ones turned in their phones? If not, Have any of them turned in anything? Have you got a chance to search the boats? Have you got a chance to search their car, their truck, anything? Any of their property? No. I don't think so.
To bet my reputation on it. I don't think they've cooperated at all. They do not have Nolan's phone. They haven't had access to Nolan's phone. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department has it. So how can you say that there's text missing or there's photographs missing? Our boys had no reason to do anything with Nolan's phone.
If y'all notice, that person keeps calling it our boys. Our boys. But he called them boys, but then called Nolan, speak of him as a grown man. That's how they demonize our young men. The person, they're calling them young boys. Listen, our boys. Our boys. Listen to that. Our boys. Listen to what you hear.
Other than give it back to Christine and her friends later.
Right now, Christine, totally disrespect. Why don't you show that mother some respect by calling her by her proper name, giving her the title she deserves? She's a mother. She's a wife. Give her that title. But you want to call her Christine, like she's some little, don't get me started. I'm going to be good. That's how they talk down and look down on Black women, Black mothers, when they're fighting for their the right for or for justice for their child.
That night. So anything about missing text messages or Snapchats is completely false.
Edward, go ahead.
I'll just add something. And again, this is why you have to
hold on, Andy. So just so folks are asking what we're listening to. And again, I explained in the beginning, if you're not here in the beginning, you probably didn't know. This is an interview with the attorneys for the boys on Dan Abrams' Sirius XM show. And they are saying that the family has not turned over the phone, Nolan Wells' phone, and they are saying that to their knowledge, and that there were not any missing text messages or anything that was wiped or scrubbed. That's what they are saying. Okay, continue on just a little bit.
Ground there, or in the water. When I went to the island, when I was fortunate enough to have that opportunity on Friday, one of the things you notice right away is that there's no dock. There's not a boat launch. There's not a dock.
Okay, so what he's saying, so you heard what he said. He's saying that they haven't turned over, that they have not cooperated, and that now and to his knowledge, that has not happened. So I don't know what they're insinuating or whatever. Okay, and he's saying there was not a dock, so what you had to do, he says in this, is you swim 50 or 100 feet to go in, and most people don't want to bring their phones in or what have you. So now we had this, I don't think we explained this yesterday enough, and I didn't realize it was an exclusive, but I got it, to be quite honest with you. And then the team reached out and said, you're the only one who has this, and we're going to release it later on this afternoon. And so this is the letter from the attorneys who are representing the family. And as we do this, I want to tell you, we're going to bring in Charles from TMZ in just moments, and he's going to discuss this and other updates. But it says, please be advised that A.R. Smith Law PLLC has been retained to serve as a local counsel for the estate and family of Nolan Wells. Moving forward, I will be working alongside the legal team at Ben Crump, and he goes on to say that. And it says, as a legal team has stated previously, including during our in-person meeting with Wells family and counsel, we have been and remain ready and willing to cooperate, arranging a joint forensics inspection of Nolan Wells' personal cell phone. During that meeting, we specifically discussed having an examination conducted through the digital forensics lab at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, as well as the possibility of FBI involvement in that process. Our position has not changed. We are prepared to coordinate a mutually agreeable date and procedure for the examination of the phone. Accordingly, to the extent there has been any suggestion that we have been unwilling to have or have failed to cooperate with the investigation, we want to make clear that this is not the case. You also previously indicated that Dr. Mitchell would be provided an opportunity to review the materials necessary for him to complete an autopsy review. We remain prepared to facilitate that process. Please provide us with available dates and times for Dr. Mitchell to review those materials, along with any instructions necessary to arrange his access. We would like to move both of these matters forward promptly and remain available to coordinate with your office. Very truly yours, Ahmed R. Smith, which is A.R. Smith, Attorneys LLC. Okay, thank you for that. For sending that to us. Okay, so here is who I want to bring in, Charles Lataboutier, from his executive producer from TMZ. Charles.
Sorry. Okay, now he's going to bring in Charles from TMZ and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and bring up the rest of that. What Dunn is speaking on that letter from August 11, 2026, which is yesterday. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up for you all so you all can see it. And they're speaking on it now. Nolan Wells' attorney defends their stance on not giving his phone to the police. I don't blame him. Defend it. Your stance on it. Here it is. And this is from Class E. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and this is channel Class E. Here we go, guys. Let me bring it to the beginning. Here we go. And it's only 9 minutes and 6 seconds, so I'm going to let it play through the entirety. Let me make sure I put up caption on it. Okay, so y'all can see everything.
Now, as many of you know, we talked about an interesting fact that Nolan Wells' family allegedly had not turned over his phone to the police. Now, there was a video that we dropped and talked about it. And we went into detail on what happened, what was being said by both sides. And now we're actually going to hear verified information from Nolan Wells' family attorney, who's going to speak on this. And then we'll actually get into the interview that was recently done by Officer Tatum, where a lot of what's being discussed when it comes to Nolan's phone, when it comes to the audio, the CTO audio specifically in this case. And we'll get into that shortly. But first, Sarah Fields posted this over on X and has done a great job reporting on and covering this. And this is from an attorney that is representing Nolan Wells' family. Here's what they had to say. Dear Mrs. McIlrath, please be advised that A.R. Smith Law, PLLC, has been retained to serve as local counsel for the estate and family of Nolan Wells. Moving forward, I will be working alongside the legal team at Ben Crump Law in representing our client and addressing matters arising from Nolan Wells' death. As the legal team has previously stated, including during our in-person meeting with the Wells family and counsel, we have been and remain ready and willing to cooperate in arranging a joint forensic inspection of Nolan Wells' personal phone. Now, again, they're probably saying this because they've heard a lot of reports. They've heard people talking about this, and this letter was written yesterday. So they want everyone to know, including whoever's over on the other side, that we're willing to work with you guys to get you the information. This is something I mentioned during the last video. I said they could give them a copy. They could have the phone. They could make a copy, send it to them. There's a lot of ways they could give them access to this phone. And one of the scrutiny or one of the criticism that they were receiving was that if you're trying to find answers, why not give them the phone? And I said to you guys, looking at this objectively, I could understand in a lot of cases why they wouldn't want to give up the phone, because the phone may be a key, and I'm sure Christine believes this, to finding out what actually happened to Nolan. So you don't want to really give something that important up to just anybody, especially if you don't trust local law enforcement. You don't want to say, oh yeah, sure, here you guys go, take the phone. Because local law enforcement, in my opinion, already mishandled the situation from the beginning. So now they say, during that meeting, we specifically discussed having the examination conducted through the Digital Forensics Lab at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, as well as the possibility of the FBI involvement in the process. You guys mentioned this in the comments. I saw it in the last video as well. You said, just hand it over to the FBI. It's a good point. Now, our position has not changed, they say. We are prepared to coordinate a mutually agreeable date and procedure for the examination of the phone. Accordingly, to the extent there has been any suggestion that we have been unwilling or failed to cooperate with the investigation, we want to make clear that that is not the case. Well, there you go. There's the PR move, in my opinion. You also previously indicated that Dr. Mitchell would be provided an opportunity to review the materials necessary for him to complete his autopsy review. We remain prepared to facilitate that process. Please provide us with all the available dates and times for Dr. Mitchell to review those material, along with any instructions necessary to arrange his access. We would like to move both of these matters forward promptly and remain available to coordinate with your office. And that was written by Ahmad Smith. All right, so there's a little bit of commentary that was given there by Sarah. I'm not going to get into that too much, but again, I think it is interesting that this comes out the day we started talking about what was happening with the phone. I don't know if they're watching the channel. I don't know if they're looking at what's going on social media, but I think the timing is funny. So now let's get into what's being discussed about this phone situation and why it's important that the family is choosing and decided to hold the phone back. I see why they would do it. I see why they would want to handle it this way. Especially,
I don't trust the police in Mississippi. I wouldn't trust them with my dogs. And y'all know I got 2 dogs, but I wouldn't even trust them with my 2 dogs. Don't trust the people, the officials in Mississippi. You'll get fucked up because they don't mean you. They'll smile in your face and don't mean you no good. Those officials in Mississippi ain't no good. They'll smile in your face and y'all better look at the eyes. Y'all better look at the eyes. If you're trying to do any damn thing with the people, the officials in Mississippi, you better look them dead in their eyes because you can see a demon if you look hard enough. I'm not calling them demons, but you look hard enough, demons walk around in human skin. Demons. It could be anybody. It could be your brother, your mother, your sister, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, the police, the man at the courthouse. It could be anybody. It could be the coroner. It could be anybody. It could be a judge. It can be anybody, an attorney. Y'all better watch yourself. You better look them dead in the eye so you know what you're dealing with. And even if you think you know what you're dealing with, you better trust your instincts. Hell to the no. When they ask you for something, can they hold on to it? Or can they go and get checked out by their people? Oh, hell to the no. You're going to do it right in front of me. Or I'm sending my people and they're going to be standing right there, right over your neck, breathing down your neck, watching everything you do. They may not even let you put it in your hands. Just tell me what I need to do so you can know what you want to get out of it. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. They would never see that phone again. Thank you, Lady Leo. I agree with that 100%. You'll never see that phone again because they'll swear. Just in my opinion, they would swear that it got lost. They can't find it. They're looking for it, and they'll be looking for that phone for another 100 years, and they would never find that phone. Think about it. Y'all better think of Emmett Till. Whenever you're doing anything with the state of Mississippi, you better think of Emmett Till. Y'all better think. Even if you don't know who he is, y'all better Google. You better get in there and start finding out who he is, because y'all will be sick. Don't play. I wouldn't trust them. It was just my opinion, but I wouldn't trust them. Y'all. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know y'all trying to wonder why I'm saying that. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up.
So if you want to be in control of all the evidence, but we're actually going to hear from Charles from TMZ, I know, and we're going to hear from Don Lemon. He actually did a short and brief interview with Don Lemon talking about some of the things they're finding out behind the scenes when it comes to why the family kept the phone and what that's going to look like moving forward. I'm not going to play the full interview, but I will leave a link in the description so you guys can go and watch this full interview from Don Lemon. Check this out.
I mean, it sounds like the family, I think you nailed it, saying that they're willing to work with the authorities, but they don't trust the authorities. And what I heard, the key thing there is they said they're willing to do a joint forensic examination of the phone. It doesn't sound like they have been holding on to the phone. They don't want to give it to the authorities and let them and leave it to their device,
Yeah. They're not going to give that phone up, and I don't blame them. It's like, why would you put that phone in the hands of a demon that you can't trust? And I don't want to hear what what's his name? Charles got to say. Because I haven't been too happy with TMZ lately. But so that's just my opinion. All right, guys. Just my opinion. All right. Let me go ahead and do this here. Y'all remember what's Jay Morgan. Let's see what Jay Morgan is talking about today, because they be trying to shut her down. Jay Morgan says she ain't thinking about y'all asses. That's just in my opinion. Before we do Jay Morgan, let me go back to my my live from my own live, so we can look, because I want y'all to look at that. I want y'all to look at the body language, because everybody been talking about the body language. We're going to go back and look at that body language from my live from yesterday. That's what we're getting ready to pull up on. Okay. Okay. Here it is, right in here. I'm going to pause it. So we're going to pull up on the live I did yesterday, so we can look at that live, the body language and everything. Okay, here we go. Let me take it back. Okay, this is for anybody that want to see it. I'll show you what it was. This is from yesterday. Nolan Wells' death. The so-called friends. This is finally break their silence. And they didn't break their silence on Nolan Wells. What they was doing, trying to play whoa, whoa is mean, pity, pity, mean, cry, baby, mean, because they think they're being discriminated against, being treated horribly. But they ain't talking about the death. We want to hear about Nolan Wells' death. We don't want to hear about all that other stuff. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Let me see. I'm going to bring it up. Okay, here it is. Right here, guys. I want y'all to watch. Okay, this one in the middle, with his hands in his pocket. I think that is Jax. Okay. If I got the name wrong, somebody put it in the chat for me. But anyway, watch him, how he put his head down a lot. But Warren over here in that red shirt, and then the one over here, I think name is, y'all, what are their names? I forgot his name. But anyway, somebody put it in the chat what his name is with this white shirt on. Jax is the only one that don't have on a hat. Everybody else got on hats, right? And then the attorney here, look, I don't know what he's looking like. Read his hat, call Cox, C-O-X, okay? Cox, they know, okay? But anyway, look at his body language. He coming in there all mad. I don't want to sit like him. But anyway, doing all this here. He coming in there looking all mad, pissed, and constipated and everything. Like he deal with thugs and stuff. Wide. Thank you. That is Wide. Okay, thank you. Wide, Jax, and Warren. And I ain't gonna even say his name. I ain't thinking about his butt. But anyway, thank you, Lady Leo. And Wide. Can't nobody tell me if that Nolan drowned, because I don't want to hear it, because I know that's a lie. If he drowned, he didn't drown on his own because he was a strong swimmer, unless somebody put his head down in the water, holding them down in the water. Okay? But then that don't consider to be drowning. That's force. Okay? Force, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, look at their body languages and watch how Wide and what's his name? Wide and this one here. This video. Watch how Wide Wide and Warren, watch how they be trying to make eye contact. They can't make eye contact with him too much because he keeps his head down most of the time. But then the attorney, watch how he acting like a jokester, a criminal, threatening. He coming in threatening people and shit. He act like he's part of the mob or something, or like he's got a hit list or something. I don't know what the fuck wrong with him. He coming in there acting, talking crazy and shit. You got to remember who's son him, okay? But watch how he gonna be doing that hat. Watch their body, the way they trying to make eye contact. Watch his body language and everything. Just keeping an eye on him. And then the words, when he first started talking, explaining what they're gonna do in this interview or whatever. When he talk about the audio, this Tatum guy here, when he talks about the audio, he already puts the audio, everything down about it. He don't believe it's credible, this and that and all that. But one thing he did not say, the audio was fake or anything, because he don't want to get himself tripped up in a goddamn lie. He may be acting like they little stooge and pigeon or something, but he trying to keep himself from getting sued him own damn self or in a lawsuit or whatever. Because watch, you got to remember, let me go back to the beginning when he started talking about it. Here it is. And let me see.
You know, obviously before this happened, I would assume you're living a regular life, young guys being in college.
Here it is.
Now, the Tristan situation.
Here, we had a really deep conversation, and I'm glad that we were able to get other perspectives. Now that we have Ed here, Ed is a defamation attorney.
Now, so we only got 3 other guys. What the fuck they need a defamation attorney for? They ain't worrying about what happened to their friend or trying to figure out what happened to their friend or grieving their friend, because they know, in my opinion, knows something that they ain't letting out. They ain't worrying about what happened to Nolan. Nolan who? In my opinion, just my opinion, there are certain things that goes on. Even the poorest state in this country, like Mississippi, shit, is it that West Virginia? But I think Mississippi, okay? But anyway, there's a lot of shit that be going, I mean, I'm not going to curse. There's a lot of stuff that be going on. Sometimes people do hunt people. Oh, I'm just thinking out loud. I didn't say nobody was hunting nobody. I'm just thinking out loud. Sometimes people do hunt people. I'm just thinking out loud. Now, let me get back to the matter at hand. People in Mississippi do some darndest things, especially when you're in these little small little towns and stuff, communities in Mississippi. Think about what that movie called Get Out. That's a good movie y'all may want to go see. If you haven't seen it, been out for ever. I watched it when it came out, but I watched it in my own house. Yes, I did. In my own movie theater. Get Out. Maybe they just kept Nolan around. Because I want y'all to remember when, I think it was this one here in the middle, Jax, and the one with the hands in his pocket. He said Warren said it. We would pick Nolan up. But he even said this time, Warren, that you have to pick Nolan up. We all pick Nolan up. We all would have to go pick Nolan up. That's what they did. That's what they do. They pick Nolan up. Go to his house to pick him up. What? And then when I heard that, I thought about that. Why would he say that? Why would you bring that up? That y'all had to pick Nolan up? As if a black kid can't own a car or don't have access to a car or don't know how to drive, like y'all think he don't know how to swim. Hell, he's a fantastic swimmer. He's a great, strong swimmer, as we've been told by. Yeah, but anyway, as we've been told. But why in the hell you bring that up? We all had to go pick him up. That's something that they just did or do. But y'all had his keys. Y'all had his vehicle outside of one of y'all's house. Because his daddy had to go over and get the keys. And y'all saying y'all didn't know where the keys took, what, almost 15 minutes before daddy got the keys. Because a girl on the phone told daddy what the keys was. Or told somebody what the keys was. Somebody, I don't remember how, but you have to go over to Trent out loud. He keeps remember exactly how those keys came to be where the daddy got them. Go over to Trent out loud if you want to find out, because I swear I can't remember. But anyway, so the daddy got the keys. So why y'all talking about you had to pick Nolan up all the damn time, act like it's a daily thing, every day, every time y'all had to go to somewhere, you had to go pick him up. Y'all acting like he couldn't drive and he didn't have a car. He didn't have access to a vehicle. His mom and daddy don't have a car. What the fuck? I found that statement quite strange. Okay? I really did. It's the one that we watched in past videos, Warren, because he did a port to that replay game. Make sure you treated like black folks been treated.
Justice in one place is an injustice everywhere.
Do that replay game. Say sure. Y'all just say sure. Okay. I cannot.
Oregon, they're just beautiful people. They're really decent human beings. They're just great people, and that's why I'm here, because I want to help great people. And this is a very sad situation, but it's also a very human situation, and it's a tragedy.
So you guys have, obviously before this happened, I would assume you're living a regular life. Young guys being in college, having a typical experience. Then you lose your friend, Nolan, and after that, what has life been like for you guys?
I think like ever since it happened, my life just like hit like a hole, like it just stopped. And I mean, we just got to live day by day from now on.
I could say definitely a whole flip upside down for our lives. It's like even going out, we're always paranoid somebody's gonna see us, get spotted, try to beat us up potentially, or even worse. We're really just trying to stay low key and not go out as much or anything like that.
While we're watching this, I want y'all to watch the body language. Watch the body language. And not just the body language. Watch how they interact with each other. Watch how, I want y'all to look at them looking at each other and watching each other. Okay? It tells you a lot. But watch this joker with the white hat on with Carl Cox. Look at him. Watch how he acts when they say certain things. If they bring Nolan's name up, if they say friend or brother or anything, we know these are so-called friends. They don't mean a damn thing that they're saying. But watch this joker with the white hat on, with his legs spread out open up. Watch him. He can't stand to hear anybody saying a black person's name with anything. Okay, it just freaks him the fuck out. Now, like I say, demons do walk around in human skin. I'm just thinking out loud from that video I did that time about demons walking around in human skin. I'm not calling none of them demons. I'm just thinking out loud, thinking about that that video I did about demons walking around in human skin. That's all.
Yeah. It's very
That sounds like some things black people tend to not to. That sounds like some things black people tend to do. Not go out as much, because when you're in small towns like that, because you never know when you're gonna run up on a food that ain't got shit else to do, and they all hanging around in their truck. It's a pattern though. They hang around in their trucks down these roads that ain't got nothing but trees lined up, and they hidden up in there, so waiting on so they can profile. They be doing this here shit. Profile. Oh, is that one of them I see? We're gonna pull them over. We're gonna pull them. We're not pull them over. We're gonna try to run the truck off the road, or car off the road, so we can just have somebody to play with, so we can throw a rope around the neck or something, just for fun, because we ain't got shit else to do. But even if we make a mistake and accidentally unalive them, that's okay, because we're gonna get off anyway, because nobody in Mississippi go to jail for killing a black. You know? So they don't care about the mistakes, even if it's not a mistake. Literally. It's just my opinion, and doesn't mean that my South draw got the best of Siri. That time I was a little hot under the collar with his statement. Oh my God. Oh my God.
and
Well, didn't nobody ask you to talk about the shit?
To these young men.
Well, unfortunately, I wish there was no case. I wish this hadn't happened. But unfortunately, because these things did happen, there is a case, and now there's multiple cases. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're out there and you lied about these guys, you lied about my guys, you lied about Tyler's guys here, if you lied about Morgan, if you lied about Jax, if you lied about Warren, we're going to get you. And you're going to be hauled into court. You're going to be held accountable. And it's going to be very painful. And what I would say to the people who have done that is, now's your chance. If you want
a threat? Is he threatening people? Your attorney's supposed to talk like that? I thought attorneys forgot Nolan Wells. Boy. So yeah.
And I actually got into a conversation with a fellow next to me that wasn't even involved, and he told me straight up, he was like, if I was y'all right now, I would leave before y'all get hurt. Y'all need to leave right now. I'm just watching out for y'all and making sure y'all are safe. And I mean, I wouldn't say that those people would have physically done something in that moment, but I think they were playing almost like a mental game, like just to get into your head and just almost like make yourself like just think these things that obviously are not true.
If you can go back to the very beginning of this, how do you think this should have played out? Because I always question in my mind that when I go back, I look at what happened, I look at the initial stories with Nolan, and you guys knew him, right? I didn't know him. I know none of you guys. I just had a chance to meet you guys more recently. But how do you think this should have gone? If you could control the environment, Nolan is found deceased. How do you guys think that this should have been put out to the world?
So first off, I wish that none of this would ever happen. I wish Nolan could still be here with us today. And I wish that, like I said, none of this would ever happen. Like I wish that all this could be erased and Nolan could be here tomorrow. I mean, that's more than anything.
Look at Warren's eyes. Did not take, look at the eyes. Look at Warren's eyes. Warren is giving him that look like, what the F are you talking about? Look at his eyes and continue to watch Warren while Jax is talking.
But other than that, I feel like his...
Lord, y'all see how Warren looking at him? Warren looking at him like, watch how Warren looks at him. Then he, that's his boy, trying to find out where are you, and these are so-called friends. So him to do, and he don't want to straighten it up, and so y'all need to go. They're trying to paint their own narrative.
Tonight, I'm not going to give any particular person any more oxygen than they may have already sucked up. But I will say this.
Is that the attorney talking any damn thing? Y'all act like y'all black. Like y'all can't go to restaurants. You can't do this. Your money ain't no good in this store. And y'all been denied things. Hell, y'all trying to say y'all are being treated like that now? When y'all ancestors treated all the blacks like that forever and ever. Oh gosh, get out of here.
Ed, with what has transpired,
And he ain't no good.
How does that dictate your response? Because you have a 30,000-foot view of all of this stuff, right? You see the way that it could have went, and you see that there's people that instigated the narrative that's out there now. And as a defamation attorney, how does this navigate your tactics?
Sure. And I want to be clear about something. Tonight, I'm not going to give any particular person any more oxygen than they may have already sucked up. But I will say this. What's been said about Morgan, Jax?
He's a hostile man. He coming in here all hot and hostile. Shit. Damn, he ain't trying to cool shit. He coming in here. He coming in here all hot. Not everybody take that tone. Not everybody want to put up with a food that's looking like that with that kind of tone. You see how all I'm looking at, especially one. Ooh, Lord. Can't nobody tell me I don't see what I see when I'm looking at one. Sometimes the devil is real. I tell y'all, I'm not calling nobody no devil, but the devil do walks around in human skin. Y'all know that, right? Yeah. The devil do walks around in human skin. And sometimes there are people it could be your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your neighbor next door. It could be somebody you work with. It could be the people that calling you your best friend. It could be somebody on a boat with you and then never bringing you back. It could be anybody. Somebody after they get.
I had the opportunity to go to Horn Island.
And everything else. Who he be around?
I had the opportunity to go to Horn Island today with Tyler and Warren and Jax. And a lot of people who have been sucking up way more oxygen than they're entitled to have not been to the island. I'm willing to bet that a lot of the hustlers and profiteers and liars have not been to that island. And you have to go to that island. And being at the island today was revelatory. It was really illuminating. It's a very dynamic marine environment, first of all. But when you go to the island,
I can tell he never been to an island, whether it's Horn Island or no other island. I can tell he never been in any damn way. Shit, man, I've been to many islands before. So I know you ain't talking about me. But you can tell he never been nowhere.
See instantly that what some people want to be true, what they wish to be true, they're trying to wish it to be true. They're trying to make it true through their lies. It's actually not possible. It is a very, very long and narrow barrier island. It's basically very low sand dunes. And in the particular part of the island that we're dealing with, there are no trees. It's hardly any foliage, hardly any tree cover, hardly any plants, and it's wide open. And on July 4th, there were thousands of people there. There is no possible way that anybody could have committed a murder in broad daylight on a barren, windswept island.
When you got an island full of white folks, like you said, you described the island. Okay, guys, before we go, let me just bring this down, okay? Before we go, I do want to let you all know that there is a, remember I brought up in the very beginning the autopsy, the toxicology report. You know, they said it's not ready and this and that. I remember when they were saying all that crap, right? Right. Okay. So I want to bring up, wait, let me see, can I find it? I'm looking for it right now. I got the video up, I just got to find it within that video. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, let me just see, can I find it? Whether you bringing it up. Let me see it. I think I probably passed it. I'm trying to bring it up. Tell you what, it's on. Ooh, I really want to bring it up so you all can see it. I was watching it about the toxicology report. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let me see. Top of the unknown. Oh, it's right up in here. I'm just looking for it. Oh, see, oh, here it is. Okay. So, okay. This is with this, everybody know Cuomo, okay? Crime time, all right? This is Nolan's friend's lawyer breaks his silence, okay? Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Let me see, can I make it big for you? Oh, wait, let me just do this. Let me bring it down and do it. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I did put it at the right speed. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and bring it up for you. And then I want to bring this up for you.
The new normal, which is I'm going to hire an attorney if I'm Bart or his parents, and I'm going to go after the people who are going after me, put them on notice to cease and desist their disparaging and defamatory comments. And if they don't, I will sue them for the same. That has been your approach. Has it changed the disposition? I know one account responded by saying basically, bring it on, as if they were welcoming of that. What is your assessment of the situation and in response to that?
Yeah, I would say that ultimately issues like this aren't going to get decided on Facebook, but in a court. I would say that that same individual did actually take down all of the posts related to my client.
And I can confirm.
While simultaneously inviting us to bring it on. I would also, not that it's my job to give counsel to people who may be on the other side of us, but, those posts are going to be evidence. The post.
What I'm trying to do is bring up the part about the toxicology, when they're talking about the autopsy and stuff. Is that, here it is right here. Okay.
Things were removed and kept for later investigation, which is very normal. The suggestion that they took things and hid them so the family couldn't find things out, I see no basis for that. And certainly close to the investigation, that the investigators do have more information from their autopsy, not the autopsy, the secondary one that was done by the family and their agents and representatives, which was, of course.
Now, I want y'all to listen to this part. I think I got it in the right place. If not, I'll go back a little more. But listen to what they're saying about this autopsy. Okay?
Of all the layers that have been put on top of the unknown, in my assessment. Now, I am hearing from sources that I will protect close to the investigation that the investigators do have more information from their autopsy, not the autopsy, the secondary one that was done by the family and their agents and representatives, which was, of course, going to be less conclusive, less helpful, frankly, than the initial one, because certain things were removed and kept for later investigation, which is very normal. The suggestion that they took things and hid them so the family couldn't find things out, I see no basis for that. And certainly autopsies regularly collect tissue samples and other parts of the body for examination. You have also heard that they know things about the first autopsy.
Yeah, so what I...
Y'all hear that, right? Y'all hear that? You also know. And he's trying to, but you also know. So if you also know, do that mean Cuomo also know too? I say I like Cuomo. I don't know about this attorney.
What I try to do is not to increase or worsen a speculative environment. There are things that I know that I think the average person doesn't know.
Did y'all just hear that? There's things I know that the average person don't know. Now, who is he talking about? The average person don't know. Is he talking about the family don't know? Is that the family don't know? Or who don't know? Don't y'all want to know who is he talking about? Mm-hmm. Who don't know? Remember, the average person doesn't know. Okay. Who? Like the family?
There are things that I know that the average person doesn't know that are not.
And Chris just said it. Remember, I brought this up in the very beginning of my live. What he just said. There are things that I know that the average person doesn't know. That are. I'm just gonna sit here and let y'all. Do y'all get it? Are y'all getting this here? If you're getting it, put something down in the chat and let me know you're getting it. Let me know. Say, I'm getting it. I got it. I see, and I hear it. Yes, put it in the chat. See there? Didn't I tell you?
Points of speculation. One, that they found now, and again, this could cut three different ways. They found evidence of water in tissue and cavities consistent with drowning. However, the body was also floating in the water and could have collected water. You could shoot me. I fall in the water. I could have water become the equivalent of ingested. Not that often, but it happens. In the stomach, yeah, a little bit. Depends on the condition of the epiglottis. The lungs, more common because there are more entryways that can get to it. The second is, okay, so there was water in there and he was drowned, but he had help drowning. And that the third possibility is that there was water there, but it is not conclusive. I am being told it is consistent with drowning. What that means investigatively is still open to interpretation. You've heard the same.
Yeah, so let me just say
what he said, he was told is consistent. Do the mama know? Do Miss Christine know? Miss Christine needs to know this. Elmos need to know this. His mom and dad need to know this. You know the same. Yeah. So let me just say this. What you gonna say?
Just briefly, that it's important to recall that even in the independent autopsy that has been made public, that there were no signs of defensive wounds noted by the pathologist. There were no contusions noted by the pathologist. There were no lacerations noted by the pathologist. There was no injury to bone noted by the pathologist. And so I just want to say that because I understand you're offering a hypothetical by saying you could be shot and then put in water. I want to be very clear that even the independent autopsy did not have any indications.
There is no suggestion of gross injury. I thank you for the clarification. I do not mean to suggest otherwise. I'm saying that what I have been told, that there is evidence consistent with drowning, doesn't mean that he drowned necessarily, or that the drowning was the cause of death, or the water in there was the cause of death. I'm just being open-minded, because that is the most practical way to be. Subject to, I have not seen the report of the first autopsy. The second autopsy, they did find a red spot on the back of the skull, as people should be aware. What is that? It could be several different things. It could be friction. It could be rubbing. Blunt force, probably not, according to the notes as reported on that second autopsy. Could have been from sitting on itself and lividity, the pooling of fluid, blood, etc. But subject to decay and decomposition, which gives you a little bit more of a qualified analysis in the second autopsy, that they didn't see as much tissue availability and be able to analyze it, because it had decomposed both before the first autopsy and since the first autopsy, and things had been done to the body in the first autopsy, which made it harder for the second one. That is my understanding of it. Also, the headline information, not surprising to me, is that he was there drinking. He was seen drinking. He was known to enjoy drinking, and that's what was going on at Horn Island. You can feel any way you want about it, but it is, as a matter of fact, what the situation was about. So the toxicology early on shows a significant level of blood alcohol, the BAC level, as they call it in the body. You have also heard that. Am I correct, counsel?
I'm going to wait till the pathologist puts out the report, and I'm going to wait till the district attorney puts out the evidence that they have. What I will say,
but safe to say is you cannot contradict me at this point.
What I will say is that I think when all of the evidence is presented, it will be overwhelming, and that it will be overwhelmingly clear from witnesses, forensic evidence, pictures, videos, that what my client has said is true. And so, what I don't want to do, Chris, and I understand that in some ways you're trying to present things that could be exonerating. I don't want to be guilty of the same thing that I'm accusing other people.
I totally get it. You are trying to not be what you oppose, and you're respecting the process. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying, I'm having it both ways. This is what I've heard. I can advance what information is out there, but I am, unlike many people in this space, very wary of context. Knowing that there is water in cavities in the body, I get what it's suggestive of. I get that it's consistent. I've seen this many, many, many times. It does not let me know conclusively what led to the water being in the body. That's what I'm saying. Similarly, the back the blood alcohol content. Again, I could be drunk as a skunk and you could drown me. So now I have a very high blood level of alcohol, but I also didn't drown from being drunk. So you got to stay open. Very rarely is one piece of information dispositive of an analysis. And I believe that's where we are. And I get that they don't want more information to come out until they're ready to do it and to present it the way they want to. And I cannot question that, but for one thing, counsel, which is, again, outside the wheelhouse of your representation, but relevant to you as an officer of the court and as a citizen of the area. Coming out of the box hot, saying this is tragic, we have the body, we have no proof at this time of any foul play. There was no need to put that last part that way. They could have just said there was nothing obvious in our initial assessment of the body to explain what happened here. We are investigating. I think had they said it that way, this may not have escalated as quickly as it did.
I think so. Now, Cuomo, I do agree with you on that. Coming out the gate, the minute the body was found, the minute the body was found, coming out the gate, and you all saying that there was that Nolan Wells drowned. You think he drowned? Nothing to see here. No, not you think, but he drowned. Coming out the gate, nothing to see here. He drowned. Nolan drowned. Coming out of the gate by making that statement, Ledbetter got everything off. I think that could have been done a better way. I really do think so. By your statement, you caused all of this, in my opinion, to spiral out of control. because you thought you was only going to be speaking to the people in Mississippi. That nobody cares about a little young 18-year-old boy life, that his life doesn't matter. Because you in that small-minded frame of yours and thinking that everybody in Mississippi that had something to do with this or saw him or with him or his group of friends, so-called friends, are going to be protected. That you can make a statement like that the cause of death is drowning and you're going to be okay. Everybody's going to get in line and they're going to follow suit. I think that just set it off. And then you decide not to go back and clarify, to do a press conference or a statement or anything to clarify. You did not do a press conference. No press conference was done. I think set this off in the wrong direction. And then when nobody phone was taken, nobody was arrested, nobody was investigated, nobody taken down to the police station, no nothing, like nothing happened. They gave those set of friends, so-called friends, the idea that they ain't got to worry about it. They can get up the next morning and go have breakfast. They can go have lunch, breakfast, whatever they want to go out and eat the next day. And we don't have to worry about Nolan. We ain't got to worry about letting his mom, we got his car keys. We ain't got to worry about giving her the cell phone. We ain't got to worry about nothing. We ain't got to make a statement. We can go do what we want to do. Who gives a shit? They do this to, that's what we do in Mississippi. We can do shit like this to little black kids and don't have to worry about the consequences. This is not y'all America, it is, that you think it is. Black people ain't taking that shit. There should be justice for Miss Christine and her husband and his family. Justice. She want justice, and Nolan deserves justice. He had a whole lifetime to live. And by the way I was seeing things, he was on a path to excel in everything he does. And saying that his life doesn't matter, his death doesn't matter, no matter, it don't, there's who cares? We all care. We all care for his life. And those boys, those young men that call themselves his brother, his friends, best friends don't act like that. Best friends don't leave. Y'all know what that place is like in Mississippi, and then you're going to leave your friend. I don't feel sorry for them at all. I don't feel sorry. They're causing their own consequences to happen. Guys, it's time for me to go. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you. Please, I'll see you again.